climate outlook. So just for our information, I won't take up much of our time since this is a last minute slot into our program, so I promise I won't take much of our time. Vanuatu, we are expecting 2 to 4 tropical cyclones this season. We know that our area of responsibility is quite big. Huh? Sorry, me talk English here, right? Or, yeah, just for the sake of our partners this afternoon. Thank you. So, area of responsibility of Vanuatu, we cover from Solomon, Vanuatu, down to New Caledonia. So, this season we are expecting 2 to 4. Let's just pray that the 2 to 4 tropical cyclone by no encounter the whole island. It has big space to walk about. So let's just pray by if Fulfulam Solvatano mo got that someplace. Last year we had Lola, Cat 5, and it was off season in October. That's a challenge because every year we issue tropical cyclone outlooks. But recently you must have experienced more Cat 5, huh? I guess the last Cat 5 cyclone, the first one we're meeting about in history, Cyclone Uma, that was way in 1987. 30 years passed, you may experience in Palm, 2015. Now think about period of time, 30 years, 1987 to 2015. After 2015, naya you may no more wait 30 years now. Naya, Cat 5 will start hitting Yumi within a span of 2 to 3 years. Every time you may start expect them. So this season, most likely at least one of them by hemi severe. So message on behalf of EMGD, message no more. You may prepare for the upcoming cyclone season. At least one of them by hemi reaching one severe category. So, message, karami ko paklo community, prepare mo mama, you may prepare mo home, you may ready for cyclone season. I think small tok yano mo. Thank you too much for the opportunity.
Thank you. Power clap, 2, 3. Okay, so I think you may take him every women only come. I think by me also want them take him this moment. Let me welcome him, Her Excellence British High Com. Thank you to make it this afternoon to listen to the women and the network again. So you may make a strategy, you may launch them today. So I think we go straight to talk about them. Now, why strategy? Huh? By me talk about like this. Why do we do the strategy? I think by me talk lo Bishlama, by Auntie Anne, by you come explain them by again lo English lo emia we me talk lo Bishlama ale time semi lo English, by you talk lo Rosette. Okay, Sister Rosette, come. Okay, it's okay. Bye, Sister Rosette. Thank you, Mommy Ann. Thank you, Mommy Ann. Now, Rosette will speak in English. I will speak in Bishlama. Is that Rosette? Okay, she accepts. Mino, talemlem prior, so you look face, let me change small. Okay, but you may start them of dialogue, please. From one M now strategy. Now you've lighting part November 2023. Cyclone, you may start the week plus cyclone. Pero November you may take him, you may all president, with them all executive, lo woman talk Tugeta, you may come lo Port Villa. Now, you may come to Port Villa, you may stop, you may ride lo one long white calico. Yes, President Choice, you're right. You may ride lo one white calico. Each island he may come out lo ting blehem. One em na he may want them. Each island. So action aid only facilitate them. Yes, lo time you may acknowledge him. Executive Director, hemi staff lo time ya. Hemi want them give him guidance no more lo. One him now hemi one strategy. Hemi must give him, you may understand him before you may make him.
Okay, if you can remember back in 2023, November, we brought together some of you, women in the room, your community leaders, your task force, to Port Vila to sit down and to do the strategic planning. That was the first session where we sat and talked about what we need to do, what we need to plan. You probably remember we had material on the floor and you were doing your vision for the future, your journey for the next 5 years. That was the time that we started the journey and we put together the strategic direction.
So lo time ya yumi putum Tugeta strategy ya lo November. So yumi putumin iko lo one lo picture yumi draw him, pe yumi must write them too from say taimani want them ino save written picture no more. You must read in words. How na translate iko lo words. Now since November I come yumi write them lo draft lo English. After you may look, you may come, you may finalize them back. And so today, but you may launch them. One where you may all mama, you may make them lo 23 lo November. And then you may come to launch them. Na you may carry ikam ko inostap lo paper lo kaliko no mo. Na you may put them here, lo one paper now. So lo paper ya, me must make him sign lo friend blumilo.
Okay, so at that time, we were only drawing on a long white material. However, we are supposed to have it on paper base so that people can look, so that people can read, and we share it with our stakeholders. So over the last few months, we have put together a draft, and then we have finalized the strategic directions, and this is what is on the screen for us today to launch.
So, naya ba mi tok ikam ko lo English, Rosette by translate lo Bishlama. She's good. Okay, Vanuatu Strategy Direction 2024. So Vanuatu is considered one of the countries with the highest risk of disaster globally.
Okay, so strategic direction, hemi blo 2024, kokatsen 2028, hemi 1 4-year strategy. So strategy, hemi blo, yumi lo Vanuatu, so yumi considered one high risk country in terms of natural disasters.
Sitting within the Pacific Ring of Fire, Vanuatu experienced frequent disasters which are expected to increase as global heating surpasses 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels.
Okay, so by you like reading mandapia, by you look lo context, lo strategy ke, lo context lo strategy ke, talem se. You meet lo Vanuatu, you may sit down lo one ring of fire. Pacific, you may sit down lo the Pacific Ring of Fire. Therefore, you may experience planted different droughts, different disaster events. What's happening? Sorry. Oh, yeah. Where you may start expecting to increase. Monaya you may have finish, you may stablo about you may pass 1.5 degrees Celsius, and therefore strategy hemi stab hemena hemi main thinking behind the hem.
So in this context, supporting women's organizing collective actions is a critical priority.
Yes, so what them you must support them, collective effort, you must come on priority.
It has been a core objective of ActionAid Vanuatu since it all began in 2015.
Hemi one core objective for Action Aid finish time where you may start them walkabout blue you mean 2015 ikam.
Working in partnership with the Department of Women's Affairs
La time you may walk about in partnership with them Department of Women's Affairs.
to support women affected by the destruction caused by Tropical Cyclone Pam.
So la time ya disipa mi strike ya. After la time ya same time where you may walk about with them Department of Women's Affairs. Lopa you may set them up start them walk about blue you may come.
ActionAid's programming is underpinned by an intersectional, feminist, human right-based approach which centers on protecting and fulfilling the right of women living in poverty and exclusion as the most effective way of eradicating poverty and injustice.
Okay, hemi one mouthful. Behemi simply stop talem say action hate emi stop lo hemi work with them yumi all woman lo community blo yumi eradicate them or yumi minimize poverty. Yumi mi work also one human rights based approach. Yumi follow all principles blo human right based approach. We hemi center around protection blo yumi all woman, security blo yumi all woman. Most same time fulfilling right blo yumi also all woman blo by yumi must part blo full up or something. And also injustice we have stop happen inside the community, especially that we have focus le yumi all woman we yumi all marginalized group or yumi all full up panel in listen le yumi inside the communities le yumi.
So ActionAid Vanuatu is a part of a global women's rights organization working in over 70 countries to advance gender equality and global justice.
Okay? So ActionAid Vanuatu, yumi part lo 17 other countries too, where only stop work, blow only fight from right yumi all woman, yumi advance lo gender equality, same time global justice.
So ActionAid work in Vanuatu has had a gender transformative income and economic resilience.
Okay. ActionAid emi work lo Vanuatu, mohemi being transforming plan de gender transformative impact le yumi all woman. Mo yumi look full up to all changes lo role bli yumi same time lo house bli yumi lo community level ma national level. Yumi harem full up story bli you will finish the early morning lo morning sessions.
Proven solution that have had a transformative impact on women's life and status in society. Over we'll have to repeat it again. Our goal is to build a strong, vibrant, national movement for diversity Vanuatu, women to advance their rights and build resilience to climate change and disasters.
Okay, so by me repeating back disaster.
So if let's have a look at the screen. Our vision, a just, equitable, and sustainable world where everyone lives a life of dignity.
Okay? Hemi blimi advance all right blimi woman, blimi end them poverty with them injustice.
Our values, respect, equity, justice, integrity, solidarity with people living in poverty and exclusion, courage of conviction, independence, and humility.
So value blimi. Indigenous woman Vanuatu.
So these strategic goals align with the goals of empowering Ni Vanuatu women, promoting their leadership in disaster resilience and climate action, and establishing a robust national federation. In future, blimi Ni Vanuatu woman lo face lo continue threat lo climate change more disasters. Objective 1 is enhance women leadership in climate change and disaster response.
So by you sabe look at that, objective 1 or big plus tamba thing number 1, hemi blimi enhance women's leadership lo side lo climate change more. Okay. So just blow add on law objective number 1. Heavy blue you mean strengthen them you mean even not to women leadership blue you become a leadership or you become a leaders to respond to climate change more disaster through law different
Security of Ni Vanuatu women.
Hemi meaning no more say you me build him up economic resilience, food, livelihood, water security, blah. You me even not a woman.
Objective number 3, established Women's Federation.
So by you look objective number 3, hemi blimi establish woman talk together. Also one sustainable, more effective, normal, national women's federation.
Strengthening initiative, build the economics resilient food, livelihood and water security of New Vanuatu women. Strengthen the governance, management and sustainability of WIT to become a self-sufficient, influential organization for advancing women's rights.
So by you strengthen them building more economic resilience, food, livelihood, more water security, you New Vanuatu woman, strengthen them governance, management, sustainability, women talk together, become one self-sufficient, more influential organization, advance them rightly all women.
So I think heme now emi summary blo ting where you me all with member all president with them all executive for you me come lo November last year you me putum town all ting na you me putum you me just you me kat no lo version blo English from the language now all man all isabe plante mobali all isabe ritim all isabe give you money come lem you me implement them is straight is clear. Minute lo miharem. Oh, you may sleep. You may need implotanis from you. You may not smile. Yeah, something is wrong here. Oh, you plus tired. You're right. Next time, for you become a conference, we no more pity you laugh from you plus tired. Next time you rusum taro, you can record no you make a kai prosime. I feel by open it stuff. Yes, we'll need to remove your sleepiness now. You mean this is important? I mean, one something where you mean want them look here happen. So if you have a strategy, you mean all mama yet, you mean tell us say you mean want one federation. You know, Action Aid, you want one federation. You've not yet, you've like wanted one federation. It's here, it come out. If you look, the Action Aid facilitate them. So please don't be asleep. I want you to be alive so we have to celebrate. This is yes. You mean it to celebrate them? You mean your woman Vanuatu, huh? Yes,
yeah, you need to stand up and do some shaky.
Can you make out one music, please? I am now changing it a small time, huh? One music play you me, everyone, please come out, let's stand up. Everyone, I want all of you to stand up. Because we are not sleeping in this strategy launching. No. Stand up. Rima, you need to blow, you make one sing blow climate change, Mr. Making blow loss and damage. Okay, island rest first time. So you sabi making blow. So Chime or DJ, one little blow, please, anyone? Because I'm not feeling the excitement.
Two.
President Mobilizer, get out from here and come. President Mobilizer, come out, come.
Me go from every place, island the rest belong on me. Me go round from every place, island the rest belong on me. Color belong you and me colorful, making money happy, lovely Betty. Swing around long every place, island the rest belong on me. Color belong you and me colorful, making money happy, lovely Betty. Swing around long every place, island the rest belong on me. Time me come back long Vanuatu, island the rest belong on you. Time me come back long Vanuatu Island, the rest belong on you. Me looking you, Melanesian girl. Color belong you and me colorful. Time you swing around waiting. Island, the rest belong on you. Me looking you, Melanesian girl. Color belong you and me colorful. Time you swing around waiting. Island, the rest belong on you. Make around long every place. Island, the rest belong on me. Me go round long every place. Island, the rest belong on me. Color belong you and me colorful. Making money happy, lovely Betty. Swing around long every place. Island, the rest belong on me. Color belong you and me colorful. Making money happy, lovely Betty. Swing around long every place. Island, the rest belong on me.
Okay, all president. Thank you, music. All president, what I'm all mobilizer. You know, go sit down. You know, go sit down. Please come back. Janet, you are not going. Come. So, Nayana, you may come to the important part of launching it. Pepa, you may come antapia, nanalisi. After you may ask him all president, only come with them all mobilizers. You've learned, you've like stop, you've like draft them. You've learned, you've like you all ting from you may come all voice floor. All women only come. And staff. Team Law Action 8. So you may look. This is the strategy being crafted by the hands of women. So strategy, yeah. You may throw him no more, yeah. You may not be. Tete you blah haremi me read him lo English. After you may translate him, behemi lol picture. So tete bamba you may finally launch him strategy blow you may. So please all come. I think before you make a strategy launching here, we want to tell them thank you, Auntie Michelle. You have to left your busy schedule for us in November and Mama Carol to come back. And that's when you just return from putting our mother to rest and you come back from your home in Kenya to come back for this. And we know we have removed you from your family, but we thank God that you are still alive and you will keep working with us to make this strategy come into life. And thank you, Auntie Michelle, for trusting Ni Vanuatu women that we can work together. We know we do not match up to the English, but we know we can say our ideas, and we have proven to everybody today we have drawn it on this. Now we will have to cut the ribbon. And we'll hand it to you. Oh, you'll give it to me? Okay, from here.
Yeah. Today I cut this strategy with a lot of pride. The women were not able to communicate in written words, but they communicated in expressing by art. Art is a very powerful instrument the women use to communicate what is in their hearts. This may look like cloth, but it is not cloth. This is the brain of women, of how they want to see and what to transform. May I ask my team leader, Michelle, to cut the strategy, because you drafted the words of women through their art. The other way around, I think. Yeah. go down.
So this is the women's strategy. This is what they thought, this is what they drafted, this is what they want for the New Vanuatu women. My role with Michelle was just to facilitate that process for them to speak out. When it reached 4:30 in the evening, we thought they are tired. So I asked them, can we go home and come tomorrow? And they said no. We worked on this strategy until 10 p.m. at night. That showed the commitment from the women. I'm very proud to show it out today, but also very proud to hand over the strategy to Flora and the team. Flora, this is your brain, this is your pathway. This is what will bring transformation to the women of Vanuatu. I hand it over to you.
Thank you, Mama. I receive it, and I know my sisters here. All partners in the room, our sisters from the regional. I know you are also seeing that we have made one. We can assist you to make one for yourself. But with women to talk together, let's make it happen. All three you must make it. You make it one time frame. 5 years no more. You need some more time, but you tell them, you Mr. Koluk review, please by again. Woman! Woman! Information! Information! Thank you, Thomas. So, power clap. 2, 3. Bisa bekat one music belum mulai tanisiko out. Please. Music. We want to dance out. We won't leave the stage until the music plays.
Shiva Himina my province, Blong Nation, ya Vanuatu, Ista Blong Sinda, Blong Country, Otemo small islands, Blong Him, Yippee, Padesh, Bed Island, you see me Shiva province, you me come join together, Blong, show unity. You me come join together, Blong, show unity. Man, bo, woman, shiver. Color from me, blue, more red, more green, more yellow. Island dress, island shade, identity from me. Time is swinging me, go, yeah, mo, come, yeah, so colorful. Me, brown, me, man, bo, woman, shiver. Shiver promise by you home belong me all time. Shiver promise by you home belong me all time. Me brown, me man, bo, woman, shiver. Color from me blue, more red, more green, more yellow. Island trace, island shade, identity from me. Time is swinging me go young, oh come ya so colorful. Me brown, me man, bo, woman shiver. But shiver promise by you home belong me all time. But shiver promise by you home belong me all time. But shiver promise by you home belong me all time. Shiver promise by you home belong me all time.
Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, Thomas. So, Nayami, hande movai kolo moderator plimi blo next session.
Thank you very much, Sister Flora. Please fold the strategy safely. We are going to laminate it and keep it for the generations to come. Now, I just want to check if we are ready for the next level. Okay, thank you very much. I'm going to ask Sister Rosette to stand with me to help with the translations if needed. And I think we will need some. Thank you, Flora. I think you have played your part well. You have the responsibility of implementing the strategy, and together with your team, the staff, and mobilizers, it will be well. I'm now calling upon our British High Commissioner, Your Excellency Nicolette Brent, to come and give us some closing remarks. Nicolette has been with us in this journey. She strongly supports, the UK government supports what we do. They are currently supporting us, and we would like you to be part of this journey with us. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Thank you.
Thank you, Tomas. Mimi Nicolette Brent, Mimi British High Com, for almost 2 years. My Bishlama, not so good. Sorry, Tomas. Me bring him today, friend blong office blong me, Gentiana here. Me tell him, say, yesterday, me had him say one big inspiration with all of you, the dancing, the fun. I wanted to stay here all day. It is a privilege to be invited to the launch of the Women Who Talk Together Federation Network. I'd like to acknowledge our partners in this, the Shifting the Power Coalition and Action Aid, really important partners for the UK government.
Hemi one privilege, by me staplo place today. We want to acknowledge all partners me inside the room with them action aid Vanuatu.
This incredible reach with over 9,000 women across 5 islands, including Ifate, Eramango, Malakula, Malo, and Tana, is exactly the kind of local movement which can help provide resilience in the face of serious climate challenges like those that have faced Vanuatu.
Everyone, incredible reach. You may reach 9,000 members. You may lo island Ifate, Eramango, Tana, Malo. You may work together. You may fight them resilience inside the country.
In particular, your engagement with the provincial and national stakeholders is vital to ensure that your needs are being heard and that your needs are being reflected in the decision making. You've let us work with them all officers, province or provincial government, make them sure so you may work together, make them say all needs you meet. The UK government is committed to supporting the empowerment of women and ensuring their full and equal and meaningful participation in decisions that affect your lives, the decisions that affect your communities, and decisions that affect the world. Where women participate, policy outcomes are more inclusive and the needs and the concerns of women are better represented.
So hemi commitment the UK government, hemi support them, empower them, all women, ensure them say got full, equal, more meaningful participation, decision making will affect them life with them all communities where you may all women, you may participate, you may establish policy outcomes, where you may more inclusive, all needs will concern them, you may better respond or represented.
The UK has a global commitment to the UN's Women, Peace and Security Resolution. We are proud to support the ambitions of the Pacific Islands Forum in promoting this agenda and supporting its members embed the ideals across the region, including supporting grassroots organizations working to protect and uplift women in the Pacific.
UK hemi got one global commitment. And we got one global commitment,
Lo hemi committee ham lo UN Security Council resolutions 135 lo women peace for security. Oketali proud too. We are proud. We like proud to support them all ambitions for Pacific. Is that what I'm doing? Pacific Forum, to promote them agenda, must support them all members play ham. To protect them, uplift them, work lo woman lo Pacific.
And I'm going to skip forward a little bit because I would rather get back to the dancing than listen to me speak, but there we go. The UK has 5 strategic objectives for women, peace and security in our national action plan, and these are as relevant in the Pacific as elsewhere in the world.
So UK hemigi kat 5 strategic objective lo women, peace and security inside the national plan blehem mo hemi relevant to lo Pacific semak lo outside the world.
Increasing women's meaningful participation, leadership and representation in the decision-making processes.
One, hemi increasing women's meaningful participation, leadership, more representation, decision-making processes.
Preventing gender-based violence, including conflict-related sexual violence, and supporting survivors to cope, recover and seek justice.
Prevent them gender-based violence, including conflict-related sexual offenses, more violence, more support them surviving, more cope, recovery, more seek justice.
Supporting the needs of women and girls in crises and ensuring they can participate in leading the responses.
Support them need you may women, more girls, no time of crisis, more insurance, you may participate more, you may lead more responses.
Increasing the accountability of security and justice actors to women and girls and ensuring they're responsive to their needs.
So you may increasing security, more justice, all women, more girls, more insurance too, say all the responsive, all rights, more needs, bloketa.
And finally, ensuring we respond to the needs of women and girls as part of our approach to transnational threats.
My last one, hemi blow you me insurance a response. Hemi respond to all women, all girls, so some partner approach blow transitional threats.
Thank you, Tomas, and thank you so much for inviting me to be with you to celebrate this monumental occasion. Thank you.
Thank you, Tomas.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for that inspiring speech. And thank you very much for showing your commitment to support us, not just in this launch, but also in our other programs. Women, peace and security is a big issue that the UK government has been supporting. And in the Pacific region, we look at it from the dimension of climate disasters and how that impacts silently without the story being told by other women. I just wanted to check if our member of parliament is around before we proceed. Sorry? Yeah, please. Oh, please come, my member of parliament. We would like to give Mama Gloria an opportunity to also give us some insights on what, being the only woman in parliament, it's groundbreaking. We are starting from somewhere. Next time when there's elections, there will be 3 Mama Glorias in parliament. So let us give her power clap. 2, 3. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Luyumi, everyone. No, mi arim se patri staflat na yuvla sta lusum samba lola patri plu yuvla lol phone. Good afternoon, all mama. That's more like it. Me take him this time to tell afternoon. Okay. Me take him this time to the afternoon. Blow first one. Tell thank you. Call big man. Where me sabe allow him one momentous occasion or some where you miss I come together. Yes. He me give you me ability. Blow you me rise up today. You may come with them all very bright and beautiful island dresses. You may all nice feather. Me prefer them to sit down behind. From the view is actually better from the back. But this afternoon, me also like to take this time to congratulate them, everyone who is present here today. And by everyone, you agree with them, me say, you never got one time, well, mama only come sit down together, one building, absolutely still, no children. We love our children, we love our husbands. But today, you come, you sit down, you relax. After you just absorb them, karamin information, karamin all inspirational messages, all encouraging words this afternoon. And for that, me want to comment them yuvla. From yuvla, walk to mas blomiken today may happen. We can design programs, we can come up with wonderful ideas, but without your presence, without them presence, yuvla ol mama. Mi sorry blotalem pe Vanuatu you mi lose lelepet. So you like you want big lahan ni go big man from me allow you me afternoon at the day. Yesterday, sorry, me go back small time. Our dignitaries, thank you for allowing me this opportunity to speak this afternoon. Sorry, Rosette, she's gonna have to catch up with me. I'm going to be alternating between Bishlama and English. And lucky say, pa yuminu tok lan misefates was no by everyone just a Lucia now. It's so wonderful that this platform has been created, so all these mamas can come together and look extra beautiful today. And I'm not saying this because I'm biased, but you could have picked any other band. Onefate, but you picked my band. This is my band. So I'm trying not to outdance all of you this afternoon. Kimon people had Nicolo, Brother Philip with them, Chimewe to place have keeping you entertained. Yesterday, Mimi celebrate them. In fact, Vanuatu is celebrate them second year anniversary for we survived 2 years in Parliament yesterday. And thank God for Facebook, that memorial pop up. It was rather emotional. It was rather almost melancholic. Me look after Mr. Ting say, what have I achieved in the last 2 years? What have we done in Parliament in the last 2 years? And surprisingly enough, this today is a celebration of the last 2 years of being just present. Present no Parliament. For those of you who know me, I sit in there. Most times, I don't speak, and if I do speak, I am praying. From Fulaplolman, only Fraiplo pray, so they choose me to pray. And I pray to God to speak through them. Bloli remember them, say, Parliament Bluyumilo Vanuatu, Heminogat 52 member of Parliament. Parliament of Vanuatu, Emigat 104 members of Parliament, because the men didn't get there on their own. They got there with the support of their wives, yes? Yes, and so did I. So I am here this afternoon. I told my husband I'm speaking to this a room full of purple, blue, orange, and pink, and he's worried already because he's like, how long do you have to speak? And Rosa just me say, as long as you take, and we can be here all night, but that's not what I'm going to do. Me feeling very honored, very humbled. I wanted to join you yesterday, but I had a wonderful time in London attending a legislative seminar. Thank you to the CPA UK. To talk about GBV, gender-based violence. And sitting here today, all these messages are echoing, rising up again. Climate change, labor mobility affecting rise below GBV, and then the injustice where you miss that face him every day. But then I look around and I see everyone is just confident, very colorful. When we were taking pictures, Miron Bian Mitalol Mama said, I love your lipstick, but you need to smile. Smile for the camera. You need to be confident in front of the camera. Show to the world, say, Vanuatu may be a dot, which is what I spent the last 2 weeks trying to explain to all the women in the CPA UK where Vanuatu is. We may be a dot, but full of issues, so you miss the face of Vanuatu. All these big African nations, and to a much larger scale. So for me, me feeling said the next 2 years is going to be a lot more eventful. And I came back from gray, wet, cold London to a sea of color today. And spirits plumioli, a bit lifted up. From everyone that attended this seminar, these African nations, they came in 5s and 6, and they came with the women MPs, and the men MPs came to support the cause. We talked about GBV and modern day slavery, and then here we are in the corner, Vanuatu, we are represented by one, and we were lucky to have one parliament staff accompany me, and Tongatu, we got one female MP member of parliament, we got with the one staff. So we reminded everyone that we may be a dot, but we are here to stay. And we are here to stand on top of the world, to continue to echo all messages for climate injustice, which are happening around the world, all issues for GPV, all issues for modern day slavery. But this aside, but everyone is the one that say, what is she blabbering on about? Me one very happy mama, blow 4 beginning. My oldest is 20, my youngest is 8. Husband plomi and me very instrumental to work out plomi with me Mr. Loplisa today. And every time me give credit lehem. And lot times when me feel him lonely inside the parliament, me ring him, where are you? You need to be here. From sometimes me sit down inside and I look up to the gallery and I just want to see familiar face. And me sorry plotale museme said I mean look it's bad enough being lonely in chamber, but I look on the gallery. All kita lista kablo gallery polita pa you know sabe kol mama most lol kita mi man so tete mi mikam with the one message for you vala all mama lo Vanuatu you me represent them I think 50% plo population yes it true 50% plo population plo Vanuatu so pa you vala agree with them me say inside lo retroof lo way it should be 50% represented by women yes me glad plo harem yuvlay agree with me. So onem agreement make a conscious decision. Say that you decide that 50% should be represented by women, but you mean no go back plo continue plo fight from. No, we take a stand, we take ownership of it, and then we rise, all leaders amongst us, we rise and we support them. And mitale musemeya, I'm not disregarding our male champions. Mimi stand up and by me echo all words for Honorable MP Ralph, Special Envoy for Climate Change. Mimi stand up los shoulders blow some very strong man. Yes. Me no been decide blow me walk out there. But after people blow me, the biggest village blow Vanuatu, unfortunately. At that point, from suppose we got one place where Lisa move on, put one woman in the parliament by mass no. So me being involved in work water supply, help them improve water supply, village, and with the ongoing work where we make them the efforts, you may everyone is service and nakamal blo chief and me place blo man no more yes, but through lo work water. He allowed me put one leg go inside, and then when asked to speak, me talk issues plo water no more that women are being the biggest users of water. They're being affected. Every impact plo fluctuating weather patterns, he affect them all mama all pikinini pikwan. So I became a little bit more vocal than I should have maybe. And mele like any other community around Vanuatu, me patriarchal society, so my name is leadership, we pass through all man. So after all kind story ano sem, time mi vlay pre pa you are mo lapo litalem se mi vlay niti one MP plokam help mi vla fix all water problems. And me sit down inside me say yes, me agree with them prayer, pepa I know me. So the men gathered together, they rallied up. It took them long time little bit, slowly convincing me. One people walk me been making lo 2022 lo England lo 2022 me been chef de mission lo team Vanuatu. And lo time now time to Vlakeli been winning only one bronze medal lo Vanuatu. Me been clap to mass. Me been tell husband me say yes. From today going forward, me look injustice where all sportswomen or list face them lo secure them support to help them sporting performance because we could have gone for silver, we could have gone for gold, but from we got full up all hurdles or challenges along the way, we will settle for bronze. But Mr. Akrinaya, suppose where you want them say me walk out lo rotia, and I'm thinking next election but lo 2024 this year now. Oh 2 years, maybe I'll do something wrong then probably change my mind all kata. Mi vlay land lo Vanuatu lo August 8th. 1 week later, Parliament got dissolution. And at that time, my husband's already, he finished the chief council, rallied up every man mele ways say I was going to be the candidate. So endorsement lo candidacy lo tana lo launatom lo September, elections lo October, swearing in lo November number 4. I did not have time to breathe or blink. Me no even cut space to think about or cut to think. No, everyone rallied. Everyone did their part. Everyone followed campaign. Everyone stood up and said something. And most times, but me confess, me honest, at that time I wasn't even convinced yet. Say, but me win him race. So long story short, we made it here. We are here. It's still a very lonely place in the house from say when it comes to issues like this for climate change, GPV, women empowerment, women in business, women in leadership. Sometimes we want to tell them something, but me say that as soon as me tell them, there's no support. Or even if there's support, but any minimal no mo. Ikatol male champions we probably support the one me katlo talem. But sometimes we just need them no more block at one more female voice. Yes? Yes. And so, me pray, Mr. Hope yet. And so, naya iko, pa Mr. Choose plokam lol spaces so seme now plo. Slow talem lo yumi now say, yes, yumi sit down, yumi vote mol papa koko for the last 44 years. Suppose yumi want them initiate them change. Change is talo handlo yumi ol mama. Yes. Yeah? And Yumi all mama, Yumi more than capable. Yumi all manages lo homes plu Yumi, time Yumi got all pepe plu Yumi. There was no manual that came plotalem lo you how to raise your kids. Somehow your husband came home at night and him trust the one him you put him lo face play him. He will eat anything you put in front of him. That's the role where God and became lo Yumi look out them, Yumi nourish him. We raise leaders, we raise a nation. So every prime minister, every president, all these ministers, everyone who's come before now, guess what? They were raised by some very powerful women. Yes. They were raised by women. And Mimi Saveheme from the first ever head of state of Vanuatu, he's still alive, and every time we go look him, this is what I say. Me hope say one day, one blessed day, if I get to meet one woman, me want them no more meet him woman or grandmother plumia we raise him you. I want to know what was it like raising a head of state. And even my mom didn't know she was raising an MP. So me want to encourage him say every beginning yuvla is the raise him. You are raising up a whole new generation of leadership for Vanuatu. Every kaka where you put them inside lol kita, spiritually, physically, emotionally, you are feeding a future generation of leadership. So you not underestimate them role blue inside law Vanuatu blue me. You are here because God me allow you blue you start lo plesia. Me appoint them you to be the mother of a certain beginning. And one day this beginning by me aspire to be in a position of leadership. And who by take the most credit? You, Mama Abraham. You, where you've been go harem nokut from him, karamem for 9 months. You go harem nokut from him, lo hospital, found food to feed them from time only small, kasemoli pikwan. Maybe some lol geta, you know, staklo saplo yuvla, maybe some lol geta. They've kind of gotten on with life. But it does not defeat the fact, say you, Mama Abraham. So, walk plo yumi ol mama mi pikwan. We pikwan, and we have done so much for this nation. But we've come at one point in time where every time Payumi Talem say we need more women representation. Me find them out say that me come inside of politics, me Pamitalo say involvement in politics be small no more, even non-existent. Me plo ko vote no more, me no sabe say who you win, it doesn't matter. But after time me come inside the walk, me realize him say, you me hold one force. Me sit down inside the chamber where all and pamino talem one island. But me sit down inside the chamber where one epi talem say, place floor mama lo kitchen. Place floor mama lo look out the mul beginning. And he had a little bit not to take it personally, being the only female member of parliament. Me feeling was se tok sticky me a little bit. But tok plo mi lehem se me choose plo kam stalo plisa. Ol chief plo efate, chief plo mi lo mele, ol keta no li choose mi plo kam. So efate has evolved. And suppose efate hemi evolved to the point where Port Vila is stalo plisa or one economic hub is stalo plisa, and now only can accept them say kat one mama MP. Then same involvement ya me pray se pa ikolo every out islands plo yumi tu yumi can accept them say yes. Ol mama wok plo kata mi no lo kitchen no more plo look out them pikinini. But if they are raising a wonderful generation of leadership already, then please plo kata tu inside lo red roof. Yes? Yes. So with them hemia, me lo walk pa plo me start learning full up something yet, and me starting things say full up lol something yet. Even so me sit down and I'm reading the document there, and me feel him say document there, me one he provided one roadmap, one map whereby helping you me everyone you walk part lo one ideal or one facet whereby you may look say all mama where only come after lo you me only no suffer from effects of climate change. Me start one community where me vlay plan yam full up. After lo Pam, after lo Harold, after lo Kevin with them chuti, na ya think got 5 current lo yam no more now. And he worry me from custom lo me vlay revolve around lo yam. Suppose yam me lose. Ol sing we pa mi vlay sing le about yam pa no mo kat meeting. Lo time lo maret para yami no mo kat. After it's terrifying. But it goes to say climate change emi real every day. And from diminishing food supply, he make him say all choices plumi lo kakai no more healthier sem first time we all apo li kakayalan kakai no more nae you want the cholesterol no more pem rice pem tintuna after finisya, and then time in city kwanta after you mitalem say no nakai mas. Yes. So these things are really in our lives. That's why Vanuatu we got one highest cases plain city around Pacific Pluyumi. But having said that, me no talent plo make me fly fright. Me want them talent plo confirm and point say walk Pluyumi all mama pick one. And power we yumi holem emi actually beyond lol understanding Pluyumi. Time you me put one thing blue me go on something blue me make no hat man is a program road blue me me true yes one man we program road blue pa you must raulem lelpet And some lol papa, only fright lo yumi lelebet. But you know, yumi time yumi no raw from interest plo yumi. No, yumi raw from interest plo. Group plo yumi or interest plo pikinini plo yumi or interest plo future generations plo yumi. So, as selfless as we are, Mishua say all times where maybe you go sleep and you start wonder say kakai plo tomorrow pa ikaw muya or pikinini plo mi pa mi pem school fee se wanem. But time me walk out, you go inside there, me look one array of talent where you continue plo confirm plo mi say man Vanuatu, you put mo kata any place, pakota li find one road, pali weave, only make them kakai, only go walk lokaren, they will find a way to sustain their families. And because of that resilience, because of that determination, Hemena giving me hope, se Vanuatu plo yumi by kam kutiet. We have to be finding ourselves, so yumi talent. Naya pa yumi no tale climate justice no mo yumi need ploko sitang lol tepolia where these decisions are being made, so they're not made without us. Plo yumi to yumi save share concerns plo yumi, share heartaches plo yumi, share all hardship plo yumi stop facing. And unless you got space lo tepolia, pa yumi must rise up lol capsia now. Gone are the days where nakamal meeting place plo chief plo mi place plo man no mo. Naya mimi got one special seat where time mimi ko sitan lo place. And whatever I have to say, I mean not just for community plo mi or pikinini plo mi, family plo mi. No, whatever I have to say, I concern them yumi everyone all mama around lo Vanuatu. So me giving me full of pleasure to mas plo mi kam sitan lo place. And mi pintale lo one mama plo mi lo eton se. From me pin come back no more, me no, I wasn't fully aware of what was happening. And then time me come and then me starting things say, na yana pol mama plo meles so lisa se mi stalo plesaya with them to fulaya. Polita lem say, why na you no go without me vela? You go away, but you no kare mi vela ko. From time music if I rap, but I know you want the tanis first time. So if someone has invested so much funds, make you come simply say you sit on one nice place, you watch on one nice screen. The music if I rap was only no stone there. So you need to you move from chair a little bit. So me glad to mas look you everyone. Me happy to mas me save come sit down lo meets you me small time when me spend them with the Yuvla today, me feel him inspired to the max. In fact, me go to office plo check him say every bill we pa me like go talk about lo Thursday can finish so he say no yet. Me say me you like go my staff stand me go na rasa ite staff. He say but you go where am say me go join them all mama. Like all bill pa me worry about them come Thursday. Tomorrow me got time yet plo reading. But having said that, to be in a good mind space and be very important. Mental health plo you be all kinds spaces special. So you've everyone, you've touched my heart immensely. Me go me pick my pol pikinini plo lo school. Me tan lokatas you me everyone me go back lowe. Time only Arab music only say mommy you got tanis back and me say it's not a crime. So time you tanis, but you release small endorphins, happy hormones. So whatever it is that's happening up here, red roof narasaita, you let go. These things will deal with themselves when it comes the time. But today, you take ownership of what you and your group can do. Suppose you want them what we change. Pawai stalahan bro yumiano. Faftai. Pakoti place them you everyone. Pa yumitani samo. Pa miklat lo answer them some question. And mi sorry. Mi kam tetelo mi should join them yuvla yesterday blotanis for them roti kam pe mi miss them but today mi promise them yuvla se pa mi complete them quota blotanis for mi tete with them yuvla.
All woman, Oh, mama, Thank you very much, Member of Parliament. And this sister has asked me to ask you one thing. Can you be a member of Women in Talk Together? Yes, so we welcome Sister Honorable Member of Parliament Gloria King to be the member of Women in Talk Together. 2, 3. Yeah, so remember when we have key meetings and anything, you invite her to join you. Okay, Sister is asking, is there any question you'd like to ask her, both from WIT and both from our international friends? Is there any question you'd like to ask her? Sister Blomi, one M. Okay. Sister Jocelyn, just hold this.
Thank you, Thomas. Lo all good for la encouragement. Talk lo mi vela mama. Me want to ask one question no lo you. Also, if you want no more, you start lo parliament. You know represent the Mele, you represent the whole Vanuatu. Mi vela lo island, mi vela the look face to you come island. You round every island of Vanuatu. You come especially visit mi vela mama no more. Then a question lo mi come. I be alright also or no? I'm just asking her that she's inside the parliament, and in my thoughts, I thought that I think that she must come around all Vanuatu, especially visiting us women. If we got some allowance to travel to see us all women, you have to come because just you only in the parliament. So we welcome you to our islands around in Vanuatu. Thank you.
Straight, I would be honored. But me chamlo plan no mi chamlo sip mi savekam. This is a very important question that me been first take him out plomi. Pull up money ask him. Why not him me one member of parliament no you no sake one portfolio like him. Like people were worked up against the fact that I did not have a ministerial portfolio. So I took it upon myself to educate Efate, my constituency. This is what happens. I am now a stateswoman, but if I become a minister, then my services will be disposable to Torres, to Anaichon. But at that point in time, I told them, I don't think Efate is ready to share me yet. Yes. I go around Efate, I visit villages around Efate. If I'm at Eton, tanaliu ask him say, "Pemi kolo evrani kamno inola kamlo mivela." So I have to pace myself. I would love to be able to visit you all. I do it on Efate because it's something I can do. In fact, there is not one Efate place where me visit him. I've visited family, I've visited friends. And it's hard not to visit without visiting constituents. My life has become a little bit more public. Everywhere I go, people take photo, put it on social media, and then someone will say, so can you imagine? Suppose me kam kolo Torres, me visit him every place I go kasema naichom. Pa efate o katali kasam kusten lelbete atalema. Yes, see they're smiling. But having said that, me like I'm thinking where you tell them, I would. And in lo previous work for me one business coach for VSP Vanuatu Skills Partnership. So I've gone as far as Anaichom. Me make a work with them Vazanok as a sporting platform. So me go I've as chair for women in sport, me go around a little bit. And I used to work in tourism. So I've just about finished every island in the previous life. But yes, I will relish one trip plo visit mivla as an MP plo empower mivla lol houses plo mivla lol homes plo mivla and suppose hindi plo mikam lo nakamal plo chief plo mi tok small lol kata plo li save help him mivla mama plo li raise him up mivla lelpet that I will gladly do. Pe mi film heme strongly. Se mi pintalem heme. Suppose mi pintram mikem heme mi one with the mama lomele, but mi vlay no sa mikem. So mi vlay work very close partnership with them. All husbands, with them chief, with their council. Mimi also president of one football club. So mele mi got two football club. One emi Tupuchi, one emi Mauriki. Mauriki emi it's my club. So it's a whole lot of boys and girls. Beheme now, suppose where Yumi want to make them full up work, yeah. You got everyone lo Yumi, you must agree say Rotena by Yumi Kolehem. Otherwise, we've only got 2 years. 2 years no may stop before next election comes. So me hope say in that time, pa mi kam kase mi uvla lo Eromango lo Williams Bay, yes. So me bin kase me Eromango finish lo long time ago. Pe pa mi klat pa ken blokam pa ken. And me congratulate them, actually Tana, from endorsement block candidacy plo mi bin happen lo launatom. And you me everyone is say ol papa lo Tana wata when it comes to women in parliament ni rafral plelebet. So mi stana pe block comment them molketa from molketa na oli ben endorsement candidacy plo mi. So I think there is a lot of hope plo Tana and Tafea Eromango.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Sister Gloria, Honorable MP Lo Dr. You on top of stage. Me want to ask him no more from. Suppose you look around lo Yumi, plan the mamoli taking part lo plan the activities lo Yumi, around lo islands lo Yumi. Me want to ask him straight to the point. Say, Yumi talk small lo how Yumi sabe. Lo level lo empowerment woman lo decision making you me talk small lo how you me save got one mo column temporary special measure lo mama suppose me talk small how far mo you haram someone hem lo negotiation be with them all man lo you me and me not thinking we man suppose save talam small lo mi haram malay mi save lo kata thank you.
Thank you. That's a very important question. After the first session, parliamentary session, lo iaya lo May, tamena you been got referendum. You only been passing referendum. After you been got tok se by got political parties registration, mo electoral bill we bali passing inside lo tuvlaya. You got one close we start wait ale mo se one party and we must got at least he must fill them at least 30%. All candidates were one political party and we fill them the time for election and we must be all women. Now time me Mr. Lo government, so me like all one government caucus. After only debate them. Only debate them. Time itala mo say me name every papaya we me like start Tugeta. And some lokata li tala mo say what if me like no save meeting enough woman blo meeting quota ya? What if we can't find good women? From everyone, look no more ceiling. To them, the ceiling was 30%. So after Mimi asked him, say, but why are we basing it on 30% as a minimal? Why can it be more? Why now? Why now you must restrict them? All candidates will stand up one election per political party to 30%. Why can it be 50? Why can it be 40, 50, 60? Why can it be more? And with them question blow temporary seats, temporary seats. Me sit down, time now, talk we want to be talem say, place blow mama lo kitchen. That was the time when we realized to talk about all TSMs now. So me come to one point where me want to tell them same. Me come to please me no come to reserve seats or me no come to TSM. And
Mr. Inside lo we plo Mr. Continue plo haremol something ya. Imi kem hat plo miso from ol keta oli ting ting se yumi o sem se yumi inferia pa kan yumi different ol keta. Pe ol keta li kamaut lo yumi. Ah, yes. So tamo oli talk about TSM tamo oli sta sem se oli sta di value yumi lelepet. Pe yumi value plo yumi anta plo plisa. So as to time after lot time oli tok tok ko oli sepa every political party poliko oli amende mol constitution block kata plol keta now oli instead plo big flower ni talem se 30% pol political party constitution na italem se 30%. Pe wane mimi encourage em yuvla ol mama bli yuvla mekem. You say you miss a local politics lol papa anu mo. Time blow campaign, time blow election, you sit down, you ask, after you. Time papa come, papa italem sem you go, you vote lehem. Mimi want you take him ownership. Lol decisions ya. Okay? Me want them you go listen, me want them you understand them all candidates, all talem. After me want them you vote according to one them now. You think say me straight. After suppose you got one mama is stand up lo area where you vote lehem, go support them him. Yes, go talk lo behalf him. You me everyone we can make a difference. And as much as from TSM me been stopped before when me come. After naya when me come, me no pass lo TSM, me come sit down. Mr. Look say inside lo ya. Suppose some lo you me come lo TSM ya when me come, me cross them line sema ko semol keta. In fact, lo FAT ya bivla ol namba lo constituents lo FAT full up itim sam lo keta ya we lista tok Thomas. Me no talem no kut, pe mi sa talem mo sema se the inferiority ya by continue plus stop. Suppose you me all mama you me no come to keta. You me stand up, you me decide say you me ko. You may decide say 50% there, but you may everyone is have make them. But you need to take ownership of it. So political illiteracy, save politic lo yumi ol mama, ilo lelepe. So naya, what you do is you go you find them out say how na you have familiarize them you with them one walk out where by hemi sutum needs plo community sutum needs plo one them now all values play you after you follow them you align them you one with them. One party where me serve interest pro mama. And then from there, but you me start continue pro talem say, by no 30% mo liko contest, pe me ke me 40 or 50. Me filim lo mi one set I'm only putu mol number only start restricting you me. After because of that number, only continue pro talem say you mean not have pro make and walk. Well guess what? You mean finish pro make and walk. I am the 6th woman where since 1980. Meeting Vanuatu was done well. Mikolo UK me written history plo UK as to all woman MP will come Kasemlue. They've had 2 prime ministers in a space of 100 years. So you make a long way yet bloko. But you mean no say sit down Kasem change. In fact, 26 is long way yet. You know say sit down wait. No. Now you stop you me start. Rally map you me after you me decide say we place now you me want to move them one direction you me got them direction now but we have to get out of this valley of indecisiveness. You me need to decide you me tell one talk after you me go. So whether it be special TSMs or reserve seats or whatever, suppose me save come lo place fair and square with the support of a very strong community patriarchal society with leadership pass through man. Then me think say you me everyone yeah. Suppose you me work closer with them all chiefs play you me, all papa, all community leaders play you me. We are able to rise above and beyond. And time me straight, when the purpose comes, we will find ourselves up there. And time you go start low way, but you me no need plot turn around back and look out the one place blow. But you me everyone you go and tap low fair and square, and by you me tell them say we came here, we have the right to be here. Is straight me answer them question. Okay.
Thank you. I guess we have built enough, but thank you very much. Just to assure you, Honorable Member of Parliament, that within these women, they have been trained, they have capability, and they can participate in political processes. We might not get into Parliament straight away, but they are your constituency when you want to give gender analysis. They are your constituency to bring the voices of other women. They are the constituency that you can rely on as a political platform to push things. So they are well prepared. So thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for acknowledging you'll be a member of Women in Talk together. We will work with you very closely. Thank you. 2, 3. Okay, we are nearly coming to the end of this session, and I have the honor and pleasure to introduce my own board chair, Belinda Morrissey, who's going to come and give us a closing remark today. Belinda comes with who, Michelle? Belinda and Rosette, yes. Thank you very much. Itelem, Bishlama Blohem, no good. I'm trying, isn't it? Welcome on board, Belinda. Nice to always have you around.
Thank you so much, Sister Carol. And thank you so much to the Honorable Julia King. What an incredible inspiration. And as much as my Bishlama is not good, I understood pretty much everything that she was saying and inspiring you all, because you are all incredible women leaders. And she's setting an incredible example for all of us, Vanuatu and otherwise, around where we can take our role as leadership. Wow, what an incredible 2 days. It's such a beautiful sea of colour that I'm seeing right here in front of me. And from the moment that we walked together hand in hand through the streets of Port Vila yesterday morning to now, it has just been a non-stop powerhouse. It's been an emotional, inspirational, and incredible 2 days. So thank you so much for inviting us to be here with you. So it's with great pride that I stand here on behalf of ActionAid Australia in solidarity with you. And I've been asked, it's very hard to follow all of the speakers before me, but I will try. Did you want to go as I go through? Or? Yeah? Okay, cool. All right. So today I wanted to just reflect on 3 key elements over the last few days. Firstly, I want to say that this is power in action, and that we have heard your incredible stories of transformation, your incredible stories of empowerment. We have heard and we have listened and we have understood. And I think that's really important, that you know that we are here with you.
Let me say, wow. Wow. Let me tell you, thank you. Thank you for the invitation. Welcome. We make him say, let me have a stop with them, Yumi. Yesterday, let me march, let me tennis with them, Yumi, the street. He come, let me have a feeling power, le Yumi. And let me klatumas, let me have a stop with them, Yumi. And now, let me stop, lo. Yesterday, but today, let me start one place where let me full of power of action. With the Yumi room place today.
It's been an incredible privilege to be with you here as you launch the WIT Federation, the Women I Talk Together in WIT Sunshine Federation, your new strategy, and your charter for climate justice. And we've heard that this is an inclusive space where all women are honoured for their abilities. I've really heard and listened to your stories and your mottos. I love that you are your sister's keeper. Leave no one behind, and nothing about us without us. Our future together is not a destination, as Alpha said yesterday. It's something that we are co-creating together. And that is what we are doing right now.
Okay, hemi stop with them Yumi over the last 2 days. Hemi harem all stories play Yumi. Hemi look Yumi harem chat up lo change play Yumi. They tell the morning and hemi harem full up all good for last story where Yumi share with them hem. Yumi lo with sunshine, lo inclusive space where Yumi walk out with them all all woman with disability, most same time, hemi harem all voice play you me loud and clear the morning time you me talk about climate justice in front, all work where you me make tell over the last 2 days, hemi klatumas, mo hemi honored, blo hemi harem all powerful talk where all different speakers only talk about over the last 2 days.
And secondly, I just wanted to say that the Federation, the WIT Federation, is now the next stage of your journey together with us to empower even more women through your self-led local organization, which has been crafted over many years from the voices and dreams of all of you. And I wanted to say and let you know that we as ActionAid Australia will always hear you. We will always be walking alongside you with ActionAid Vanuatu as long as you need us. That is our commitment to you from Australia. We will keep working hard to continue to collaborate and work together with you to enable ActionAid Vanuatu and the WIT Federation to thrive, to have the access to the resources, training and partnerships needed to continue to grow and enrich the lives of even more Ni Vanuatu women and their communities.
Okay. By me, you me keep the work part together. ActionAid Australia, by me continue to work part with them. You me work with them all woman. You me thrive inside local communities. You me.
And lastly, I wanted to say that the time is now. We are on the tipping point. The time is now to amplify your voices, your stories of transformation and empowerment, your strategy to bring more Ni Vanuatu women to the WIT Federation, and to amplify your voices through the Charter for Climate Justice. And how do we amplify your voices? How do we leverage them? We need to do that through COP next week. We need to be doing that through your honourable members of Parliament, Gloria King and the Honourable Ralph, who was here earlier. We need to be doing that through ActionAid Australia. And I know Steph will be sharing your stories across our country as well. And we also need to be doing that through ActionAid International Federation. In fact, it's our responsibility to support you through this next phase of your journey towards gender equality and climate resilience.
And lastly, have me time now. Time blue me amplify my voice play you me. How you me make him, have me through law voice play you me lock up. You make at member of parliament where have me stop Honorable Ralph Reganwanu. Have me stop the tell morning, blah have me harem voices play you me through law charter. Blah have me carry me lock up and have me responsibility blow. Have me film say have me responsibility blow keta law Australia blow li part blow li help you me amplify more voice blow womania inside law communities blow you me same time law country blow you me.
Thank you, Izette. And I'd just like to take this opportunity to say a few words of thanks as well. I'd like to start by thanking our critical partners on the journey with us, in particular the Vanuatu government. A number of members have been here and some of the bureaucrats as well. To the Australian government, through DFAT particularly, who will be joining us shortly, and the Australian High Commissioner. And also, of course, to the British government, through the esteemed Nicola, the High Commissioner. So thank you very much for your kind words today, Your Excellency. These partnerships are really critical. We cannot do this alone. We must work together to amplify and leverage the work of ActionAid Vanuatu and the WIT Federation. To our other partners in the room, thank you. It is important to us that your time and commitment towards these two incredible and critical 2 days, and thank you for all that you do to support our work. To Arthur, our esteemed Secretary General, I think it's been really important for ActionAid International to be here on such an auspicious occasion. To see with your own eyes the powerful transformation which is happening here with these women as a result of their dedication, commitment, and integrity. Thank you for your time and your commitment to gender equality and climate justice globally. Did you want to?
Hemi want them tell them thank you lo government lo Vanuatu. We hemi work with them you me lo journey I come cut them now we are where you stop concert the federation. And we also want them tell them thank you lo government lo DFAT through the Australian High Commissioner. Also celebrate them partnership le get with them UK government through the British High Commissioner. And we tell them thank you lo all good for inspiring talk lo Her Excellency. Also you may play everyone important and critical partnership. And you must continue to work, you may leverage through the work, ActionAid Vanuatu with the WIT Federation, and we continue to tell them thank you, Arthur Rock, Secretary General, Stable Look, all good for the work where you may make them throughout the 2 days, and important you may journey, you may continue to journey with them ActionAid, continue all good for the work where you may start making them. Bring him, more dedicate him, you mean gender equality, more climate justice, nationally, more globally.
I'd like to particularly acknowledge the dedication and the commitment and the absolute awesomeness of the ActionAid Vanuatu team. Where are you? Please, all of you stand up. They're not here. They're not here. My apologies. You can pass the message on. Brilliant, thank you. Ellen, there we go. Thank you so much for your dedication and your commitment. It's just truly inspirational. I'd also like to call out a particular thank you to Carol for your strong leadership here in Vanuatu. I know that so many have been able to thrive and to lean into their power because of your magic touch. So thank you, Sister Carol. I'd of course like to thank the incredible ActionAid Australia team. We've got Steph and Rachel. I'm not sure if Rachel is here. She's left. Carol. Under the incredible leadership of Michelle Higelin, our fearless leader whose drive and incredible strength is completely awe-inspiring. And of course, none of this would be possible if it wasn't for the courage and commitment of our community mobilizers who have dared to challenge societal norms and to drive better outcomes for themselves, for yourselves, your families, and your communities. Did you want to translate? Yeah, you're good? Okay, cool. But last, definitely not least, I wanted to say an incredible word of thank you to all of you here. It is your courage, your tenacity, your deep passion, and your deep love for each other that drives everything that we do within ActionAid Vanuatu and ActionAid Australia. So thank you, Tomas.
Power clap. 2, 3.
Thank you. I think we've come to the end of the session. 8 years ago when I came, when I connected with all of you, I didn't know this day would come. It has come. I want to thank my own organization. This was meant to have been done 2 years ago, but I asked the leadership of my organization to allow me to feel well so that I would go through this moment with you. Today, I thank God that I'm well and I'm able to make this moment with you. Thank you, Michelle, for trusting and believing in me. I want to thank one person who is not in the room today, but you'll allow me to do it because it's the way of my people. Madame Doris Day, you're not here with us, my sister, but it's because of you that we are here. It is because of you, my sister, that we have a powerful women's movement in Vanuatu. You held my hands, you mentored me. You showed me the ways of your people, and you told me to be strong. Today, I commit in front of everybody that your legacy will live. It will not die, my sister. You're a great woman, and we thank you. Goodbye. Now I release you to go in peace. Thank you. Okay, so my sisters, we always give glory and grace to one other person, Papa God, isn't it? Are we together? Are we together? And now Sister Ellen Tamata is going to give us a final prayer today, and then we break out. And then Prince Philip, after we give glory and grace to God, you know how to stir us up. And while all that is getting ready, I would like to announce that at 4 p.m., we have the reception to launch our project on clean and safe energy that we are piloting in Tana, and that all of you are invited to this reception. The reception will be in the main ballroom here, just here. So you take 5 minutes, we go and talk to Auntie Margaret, and then we come back for the reception. Are we together? So it is time to celebrate the new project, but also to own it. Women Montana, it is your challenge to make it big. Okay.